I'm recording.
Katie, you're recording. Okay, just making sure.
I'm recording. Yeah, we are recording. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Ronnie, I can't see you. You're here, so I'm going to assume you're ready to get started.
I am ready to get started.
Okay, great.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning into this year's National Child Day event. My name is Ronald Cohn, and I have the privilege of being the President and CEO of the Hospital for Sick Children, or SickKids, how we like to call it here in Toronto. And I would like to take a moment to thank Children for inviting me to speak today. I hope you don't mind that I've brought some special friends with me as well. One of my really true highlights throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, you can call it one of the silver linings, has been that I was fortunate enough to connect on a regular basis with our SickKids Children's Council. This is a truly wonderful, energetic group of bright young patients and family members who advise the hospital, who advise me personally. So I thought for the National Day of the Child to bring them into the conversation and get their take on how it feels to be seen and heard by the adults in their life. I am just going to start by asking a couple of questions. Can you describe in a word or a phrase what it feels like to be seen and heard by your parents, by your teachers, and by your medical team?
One feels respected.
I like that.
A word that I have is understanding. So understanding how someone feels and what their concerns are and what they need.
I feel like your concerns and your opinion are taken into account by people who do have the power to change things for the better.
Okay. Let me ask you another question. Is there a time when you felt like your medical team really took your wishes under consideration?
I don't have a negative thing to say about my medical team. I felt heard the entire time. I felt like in control of my treatment. Although being only 10 years old, I felt like everything was up to me at the end of the day. I wasn't pushed to do anything that I didn't want to do, but more motivated and encouraged.
Thank you, Melissa. Have you ever felt hesitant to tell your medical team what you really thought or wanted? And if so, what was holding you back?
I'm a sibling. So I'm speaking on behalf of siblings and my older sister. I think sometimes where we felt held back, we felt like if we were being completely honest, maybe our care would be centered towards another thing, maybe like mental health. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, I think that makes a lot of sense. Now it's your turn. Do you want to ask me a question?
Yes, we have a question for you from the entire council. How are you going to make sure that patients have equal access to resources, services, and programs while at SickKids, both as an inpatient and in outpatient clinics?
That is a great question. Thank you. The equity in services and programs is incredibly important because everyone at SickKids should be treated equitably. One of our educational sessions we are starting is around health equity rounds, where we provide really opportunities for staff to discuss issues about the equity in care in a safe space so that they can talk about their own experiences and what they are potentially concerned about. You guys have been and will continue to be an essential part of our processes of how we can really create the best type of space for our patients that it is as inclusive as possible. And I'm very grateful for all the input that you have given us so far. I think everybody knows now why I thought we're going to talk to the Children's Council. They are always so thoughtful.